guys, it's Relating and welcome back to another episode of Life. Please excuse the fact that I'm wearing pajamas. I forgot to film this earlier. Sorry about that. Sorry, I thought the computer moved, or laptop. Anyways, we should just get started. Today is episode 127, so let's start off with Song of the Week. Oh, wait, sorry, I thought it was glitching again. Is Need You Now by Plum. The song finds Plum recalling God's help during the times when life has got on top of her. Need You Now was born out of anxiety and panic attacks I had as a teenager, she explained. I've learned over the years that no matter how many times I cried out to God, for whatever reason, He never grows tired. He never leaves us alone, and He gives us more than we can carry. Because he loves us no matter what we've done. I'm so thankful that this song has helped me can give hope to others as well. Now let's move on to the verse of the week. Sorry, it's hot in here. Today's verse of the week is I know that there is someone to defend me, and that He lives, and in the end He will stand here on earth and defend me. Job 19:25. I believe that Job 19:25 was key to Job's survival during the horrific trial in life. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and He shall stand at last on the earth. Proverbs 19:25. This knowledge of the Lord should serve as a reminder to every believer, bringing hope even in the midst of our greatest trials. Now, let's move on to the final thing, which is the fun thing of the week. So I keep thinking it's gonna glitch. Okay, sorry, I had to restart my laptop. Today's fun thing of the week is... Sorry, I thought it went down. Okay, another VeggieTales one. Minnesota Cuke and the Search of Samson's Hairbrush. I love the Silly Songs to Larry song in here, where he sings about pizza. Pizza angel, please come to me. I shouldn't sing it. What if I get copyright? Okay. In the first story, Junior Asparagus is discouraged when a big bully named Gordon claims the playground as his own and threatens to pound anyone who trespasses. Back in his treehouse, Junior starts daydreaming about being very heroic, with Gordon always being the antagonist of his dreams. When he declares that he is not afraid, when his dad comes and gives him advice on how to overcome his fears. Later, the kids return to the playground, where Gordon appears and threatens to pound Junior every day. Okay. But soon the other kids gain courage to stand up to Gordon as well. Gordon leaves and everyone cheers. The main story begins with Minnesota, played by Larry the Cucumber, searching for the golden carrot nose of the abominable snowman in the Himalayas. However, after a chain of events, his arch enemy, Professor Ratzian, played by Mr. Lunt, ends up swiping the gold carrot nose and saying finders keepers. At the Children's Museum, Minnesota complains about Ratzian to his assistant Martin, played by Bob the Tomato. Then a park man from New York City, played by Scallion One, arrives to sorry, I was reading a while not breathing. Inform Minnesota about the plot to steal Samson, played by the Peach Hairbrush, which is believed to possess the great power of Samson. Apparently, the Canadians want to use the power of the hairbrush to take over both halves of the Niagara Falls, assuming that Samson's strength came from his long hair. Here, Minnesota decides to use the power of the hairbrush to get revenge on Ratzian. Martin tries to tell him that the trip won't be about getting even with Ratzian, but Cute rejects Martin's idea in favor of his own. The first stop in his search is an ice cream shop in Matala. He seeks advice from an old friend, a former archaeologist named Julia, played by Petunia Roborg. She gives him an address where he can find out more. Shortly after he leaves, Ratchan arrives seeking the same information, where Julia refuses. Ratchan sets the freezer to melt, causing strawberry ice cream to flood the entire shop. Minnesota returns to save Julia, and she informs Minnesota that they need to go to Seville. In the barber shop of Seville, they are welcomed by barbers Figaro and Leo, who tell Minnesota of the catacombs where the hairbrush is secluded. They offer him a map, which Ratchan immediately steals. However, they also inform Minnesota of a shortcut to the catacombs. Minnesota finds the hairbrush, but is confronted by Ratchan, who thinks that the reason the hairbrush doesn't work for Cuke is because he has no hair. And the parkman, who was working for Ratchan the entire time, who has captured Julia. Minnesota offers him the hairbrush for Julia's freedom. Martin calls and claims that the hairbrush has no power, and that Samson's power came from God rather than the artifact. Minnesota and Julia escape the catacombs, but again run into Ratchan and the parkman. Figaro and Leo arrive with two Canadian Mounties, Jimmy and Jory Gord, who attempt to arrest Ratchan, but Minnesota shows compassion by convincing them to let him go. This redeems Ratchan, who offers the hairbrush in return for friendship, and Minnesota keeps it in the Children's Museum. Verse said in the episode: "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." 1 John 4:18. "But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." Matthew 5:44. Well, anyways, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the description below, you'll find a link to the song of the week. You can read the rest of the week for yourself, and you can find a link to the trailer and the episode of the VeggieTales thing we just said. But anyways, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you're going to be seeing some words in 4, 3, 2, 1.